Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Today is day 18. Is it really?
It is really.
Do we really only have 1 week left?
Yeah.
1 week left until our holiday cheers are over? What is happening? Today is day 18 of Plant Therapy's holiday cheers. Can you believe it? It's a good one, and it's one that I know a lot of customers have been waiting for. So we're going to talk about it in just a little bit. Let's get started. Woo, I'm feeling it this morning, you guys. We are going to be answering questions this whole live show. How do you get through a day? To me, it smells like a very light kind of pine scent. So if you've been wanting to get one of these drop shop items, we are just going to have lots of fun. Who is ready for some life hacks? We have all of this fun stuff to give away. It's colorful, cozy. Really, we just like to get to know our customers. Never look a horse in the Cheez-It. Never do it. Welcome back, everyone. Who can believe it's day 18 already? You know that every year, if you follow me, I'm always so surprised how fast these holiday cheers and our 25 days of Christmas goes. It's amazing. But I'm excited to talk to you about today's deal. But first, I want to see who's joining us. And it's a Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. Did I say that already? Okay,
No,
well, I'm just going to say it again.
You can never say it enough.
We have Jessica's joining us from Pennsylvania this morning, Cecilia from Wisconsin. Good morning, Brittany from Chile, Kansas. Amanda's joining us from Delaware. Lane is joining us from snowy, cold Oklahoma. Monica says good morning from cold Indiana. We have Michelle from New York, from snowy New York. I'm seeing a lot of snowy. I wanted to do a Google search yesterday and ask Google or approximately how many people celebrate this, or Christmas, I guess that's probably the wrong way to say it. How many people spend the winter with snow? Like, what percentage of the population has snow during this time of year? If anyone wants to do a Google search for me and tell me in the comments, I almost did it last night and then I forgot, but we had a lovely snow yesterday. I mean, inches last night fell. So I'm extra happy this Monday morning, in case anyone's wondering. Gabby from Pennsylvania has joined us. Jill, good morning from Iowa. We have Diane, who's joined us from snowy New Jersey. Liberty from Columbus, Ohio. Jesse, hi from Maryland. YouTube doesn't have sound yet. YouTube, let us know if you have sound. That was one of the first comments, so let's make sure YouTube has sound today. Let's see. Tracy from Massachusetts has joined us. We have Jean from Central New York. Nancy from Alabama. Chilly, windy day here in Andalusia, Alabama, it says. Alyssa from Pennsylvania has joined us. Gina from California. Nancy's ready to rumble. So many other customers joining us this beautiful Monday morning. Alexa, who do we have on Instagram joining us?
Josie says good morning from Dallas.
Good morning.
PT Girl 822 says good morning from Maryland.
822, what does 822 stand for?
And does PT Girl stand for Plant Therapy Girl?
Oh, I assumed.
Yeah, I wonder.
Maybe I shouldn't have.
Mama Bear loves to read. Good morning from snowy Oklahoma.
Speaking of Mama Bear loving to read, Alexa has our little bear in her lap this morning.
I love him. He's my favorite. He keeps me warm during the live. The Simple Chickpea says hello from snowy Alberta. I know that that's in Canada this time.
Yes, I watched on your last live that you learned.
Don't worry, it's fine.
It is fine. We all have to learn at some point.
Marissa Leisler says hi from Iowa. We have some snow. We have a lot
Okay.
of snow. Yesterday, I got to a friend's house right as it started snowing.
And when you left?
And then all of a sudden my parents were texting me and they were like, we want you to come home. The roads are getting bad. And I was like, the roads are getting bad? What? And I went outside and there was like a ton of snow. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, there is a lot. I love it.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah, do a couple more.
Okay. Martin Family 1059 says hello from snowy Northeast Pennsylvania. Ecolette DIY says good morning from rainy California. Phyllis Massa says hi from New York. Sorry, I'm 100% sure I said that wrong. I'm so sorry. Same people commenting where they're from again.
Anybody tell me? Love your Christmas sweater. Thanks. Has anybody on there, have you seen anybody, I'm looking through Facebook and YouTube, but has anybody said what percentage of the population has snow during this time of year?
Not that I see.
I haven't seen it either. If anyone wants to do a Google search for me, snow in New York, what? Who would have thought? I wish we had a white Christmas, but it seems like we won't. Monica, where are you from? Where do you live that you might not have a white Christmas?
Wow.
Someone said 30%, another person said 60%.
Well, that's really different.
33%.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of 33%.
Okay,
That's a lot less than I thought it would be.
that is less. And I wonder if that's, is that worldwide or in the U.S. too? Be curious what the difference is.
Yeah, that's crazy. 33%.
I am seeing a ton of people talking about today's deal. So today's deal is 20% off CBD. I've seen so many comments on here. Retha, read the comments. I am reading the comments, Tiffany. But there's a lot more comments than I can actually get to. So if I missed yours, feel free to leave the comment again, and maybe I will see it.
You know, a fun show would be where you are
Just
reading
read
your
every
comments,
single comment. That
but-
would not be fun for anybody. There are so many.
But you'd have to read it like those auctioneers, like, I don't know, Tiffany Hart says on average about 33.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. Oh, Monica's in Indiana, and they say they won't have snow for Christmas. That's a bummer. I was a little nervous because we haven't had snow, but it's supposed to snow a few times before Christmas, so I'm hoping. Okay, so enough about snow. I still see people commenting, telling me how many. Oh, 70% in the U.S. and 33% worldwide. I wonder, that's crazy if that's correct.
Sounds right.
Yeah, that is crazy. Around 70% in the U.S. That's a lot of people in the U.S. I think I thought of it because I saw a commercial, and it was like a Christmas-related commercial, and there wasn't snow on the ground, and I was like, there needs to be snow. And then I was like, well, maybe not. Maybe the majority of, people in the U.S. don't have snow during Christmas. So that's what made me think of it. Okay, so today's deal is 20% off CBD plus I told you that there would be something coming for international customers. So if you are an international customer, you unfortunately, as you know, cannot participate in our CBD sale because we cannot ship CBD internationally. And so what we did today was we lowered your shipping threshold from $75 to $50. So for international customers, you now only have to spend $50 today instead of $75 to get free shipping. So that's something that I've seen a lot of you waiting for to see if that threshold got lowered, so you can place your order today if you have been waiting. So that's what we're doing, 20% off CBD, or for international customers, your free shipping threshold is now at $50 instead of the $75. So that is our special for international customers today. And we're going to talk about all of that and answer any of the questions you might have, but we're going to do a PT Friends really fast. Yay. Oops. There we go. This PT Friends was sent in from Stacy Barrow. Stacy says, early in my daughter's life, we became aware that she suffered from the worst anxiety we've ever seen in a child. In 2015, she was admitted in the hospital for a few days. Her journey has been pretty incredible. Her faith is so huge, and that alone has done wonders. I wanted to find something to help her with her anxiety. I sat up for hours searching and came across plant therapy. I read a ton of reviews and dove right in. I haven't looked back. I make blends for her that have helped her a lot, even through some sicknesses. As a mother, I cannot express how I truly feel. We have gone from almost losing her to having such a strong, talented, and brave young lady. I will attach a few pics and maybe get her to wow you guys with her amazing art. I'm excited. Are they up there? This girl can draw. So I just want to say thank you, Plant Therapy, from the bottom of my heart. I am beyond grateful I have found Plant Therapy. The benefits for our family are undeniable. Stacy, that is an amazing story. And oh my goodness, did we get Stacy's daughter's name? Daughter. Okay, Stacy's daughter. Oh, this must have been in 2015.
Yep, and then,
Look at that. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. 2015. all growing up. And then her art. That's amazing.
I wish I could draw.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah. me
Not
neither.
even a good stick figure. It's awful. That is really cool. Stacy, we are going to send you some plant therapy credit, add some plant therapy credit to your account. So enjoy that, and maybe your daughter will fight you over what you're getting with it. Who knows?
Now, I did want to preface that I should have prefaced this.
Oh.
But Stacy actually wrote more.
Okay.
And I took, to be able to fit into our segment, I cut it down. So if you guys, I'll try to reach out to you beforehand to let you know that I've done that, if just to make sure. But anyway,
Okay.
just wanted to
Thanks,
let you guys know. And then I also wanted to let everybody know that we are going to go ahead and have you start sending in a new PT Friends. We want you to start answering this question. If you could ask a PT aromatherapist anything, what would it be? So if
And they still just email ptfriends@planttherapy.com. So email your question for an aromatherapist
yes,
to ptfriends@planttherapy.com and then .coms. ptfriends@planttherapy.com, and then we can answer those questions.
yes. And
Oh,
if you've already
fun.
sent in a PT friend in the past, this is your reset. This is what we're
Cool.
going to be talking about at the beginning of the year.
Cool. That's fun. So at the beginning of the year, I love this because we know that our customers have lots of questions. And for those who have been a customer for a long time, you know that one of our main priorities is to help educate our customers. So this will be a good time for you to be able to send in a question. I assume they can choose to have it be anonymous if they want on the live. That could be kind of cool. They might feel comfortable. If you don't want to share that it's your question, I'm sure that we could make it anonymous if you request that. And it might be a good way that you can send in a question that you've had for a long time, or that you haven't been wanting to ask on the live or something. So that's great. So email ptfriends@planttherapy.com. What you want to ask an aromatherapist. It can be anything. And then starting in January, we will start pulling up those questions and answering those during our PT Friends section. Awesome, thanks. Okay, so 20% off CBD and then lower shipping threshold for international customers is today's deal. Does anybody have any questions about today's deal? There's no coupon code needed. You can get as many of the CBD products discounted as you choose. It's not just like only one that's 20% off. It's as many as you want.
I saw a really good question, and I can't
Great.
remember who asked it, but it was, what's the difference between broad spectrum and full spectrum? And I'd like to add CBD plus ISO.
Yeah.
What's the difference between those three?
Yeah, so plant therapy does carry a broad spectrum and a full spectrum. Unfortunately, there are some U.S. states that we cannot ship the full spectrum to, so it's not available to everyone. But the difference is CBD is actually it's an extract from hemp. And CBD itself, just like that actual one cannabinoid, is just it's an isolate. Yeah, it's just like one constituent or one isolate. Broad spectrum is multiple isolates, so it's a lot of different cannabinoids. It includes CBD, but it includes a ton of other cannabinoids that are also super beneficial, and they all just kind of help each other out to make the product more beneficial. And then full spectrum includes THC. Of course, it includes the federally legal amount of THC, which I believe is 0.03%. Of THC, but so the full spectrum is the full extract. The broad spectrum is the full extract with the THC removed, and then CBD is just one isolate. So plant therapy doesn't actually sell CBD. We sell a broad spectrum CBD. Which contains a lot of those cannabinoids. So we have our everyday wellness, which is really for people who are just starting out with CBD. Maybe you struggle with anxiety just a little bit, right? It's just something that kind of bothers you, but it's not like debilitating at all, right? It's not something that you're dealing with every single day. Or maybe you have some discomfort, or maybe you know, there's just like every once in a while something might flare up or whatever that might be, that's when we would recommend you go with the Everyday Wellness. And then we have our CBD plus ISO. And what that means is it's our broad spectrum, so the same that you would get from the Everyday Wellness, plus we're adding in other isolates to make it even stronger. So our CBD plus ISO, we have a line for pain, we have a line for sleep, and we have a line for anxiety. And you'll see with each of those that we're adding a different isolate that is very specific to help with that concern. And so we would recommend the CBD plus ISO for people who, you know, struggle with any kind of chronic conditions, or every single day they're struggling with something, it's debilitating, it really kind of affects their life on a larger scale. That's when we would recommend you go to the CBD plus ISO. So there's lots of different options, and I'm happy to continue to answer any specific questions that you have about that.
There was a question about the international shipping. Is the lower threshold only for today?
Yes, for well, it's for international customers. It's through tomorrow morning, so it's part of the 24 hours. So today through 9:29 a.m. Mountain Time tomorrow. Yep. But it is for that 24 hours only that the CBD offer is available, since international customers can't take advantage of that. Okay, I'm scrolling through to see if whoa. Okay, Retha, I have a question. What is CBD? So Stinky Toots, did I already answer that? I mean, I did. So let me know if you still have a question specific to that. Let's see.
I was just going to say, if you guys have any questions that we don't answer, CBD is a huge topic. There is some great information on the website and on the blog, and you can get to our blog and do like a search for CBD at planttherapy.com/blog. So. Yeah,
there is a ton of information on the blog. It's a great place to start, and you're always welcome to email cs@planttherapy.com with any questions. But I will try to get through as many as we can today. So Emily says, sciatic type pain, do you recommend nerve body oil or muscle roll-on, and what's the difference? So that's a good question. I'm not that familiar with sciatic. I know that it's like something a lot of people deal with when they're pregnant, but I haven't, so I don't really know what specifically is sciatic pain. Is it related to the nerve? Is it like a pinched nerve?
Yeah, the
I
sciatic,
think so.
as far as
is sciatic a nerve?
Yeah, in your back.
Okay, so if it is, I would probably do the nerve body oil. The nerve body oil is part of our CBD plus ISO line, and it's part of the pain line, and it is the #1 selling product in that line. Like, it is a huge top seller, and if you go and look at the reviews, like, customers have had so much success with it. So I think starting out with that one, just because it is our top seller, and you'll see that there's a ton of reviews and that customers have had a lot of success with it, I think that could be a great starting point for you, Emily, or whoever it's for. Let's see. Do you have one bottle? Okay, Anna says, 1,500 full spectrum. Oh, it looks like it's out of stock. Anna, I will look into that. But what about other sizes? If there's other sizes, maybe look into getting one of the other sizes if that specific size is out of stock. Let's see.
If someone suffers from chronic neck and back pain and numbness in the fingers, should they use the ISO or the full spectrum?
So, I really think that, I don't know, I really think you could probably do both. I personally, I haven't done the full spectrum because full spectrum isn't legal in Idaho right now. So it's not even something, we don't even ship it out of our own warehouse because we can't. And so we actually make it in a different facility and ship it from a different facility because it's not legal in Idaho. So I haven't ever personally tried the full spectrum, but yeah, the benefit is THC is one of those constituents that is known to help with pain. Like, that is one of the best things that THC is known for is to help with pain. So it probably could be a good option, but I know so many people have had so much success with the CBD plus ISO line as well. So I really think that you probably, I really think you could you'll receive benefits from either one. So I don't know. I really think you'd be good with either option, honestly. That maybe customers who have tried both can weigh in on that. I just haven't tried the full spectrum myself, so it's hard to know for, personally what has worked better. What are benefits of using this for the skin? That is a great question, because we do have our face oils, our day and night oil that contains CBD, and CBD has a ton of amazing skin benefits. It's really good to help reduce inflammation. It's really good at helping reduce redness, which I know especially for the face, that's a huge benefit. It's also it's just really overall good for the skin. So when it helps reduce redness and inflammation, it also helps with a lot of other things that people might. So like acne, it can be really beneficial for acne because it's helping with that redness and the inflammation. My sister-in-law has, is it melasma? Is that what it's called, Jessica?
I don't know.
I think it's melasma, where she has like really dark spots like all over her face. I'm pretty sure it's melasma, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, but if it's not, it's something like that. And she has seen a huge reduction in those dark spots. Like, she has tried so many things, and she started using the CBD day and night oil, and it was like day and night for her. Like, it was truly life-changing for her, because it was something that she really struggled with and she wanted to reduce because it was pretty bad up on the top, and she just really struggled with having it, and it has reduced that dark pigmentation from the melasma so much, and really evened out her skin tone, and it's just, it's made a huge difference for her. So that's another really good benefit.
So this might be opening a can of worms.
Oh no.
I probably should never start a comment with that. But I do think this is important. If you get a CBD product, you try it out, and you find that it doesn't work, what do you do?
Yeah, so just
what if it's not working for you?
Yeah, so there's a couple things. CBD, especially when you're just starting out, it's really kind of hard to understand like the dosing of the CBD, like how much to take. So we would always recommend that you reach out to CS at Plant Therapy, cs@planttherapy.com, because they can help guide you and help you know if you're taking the right amounts, when to take it, all of that kind of stuff to make sure that you're getting the most out of your product. But if you find that it's just not something for you, Plant Therapy always has 100% guarantee return policy. So for any reason, if you find that it's not working, we always ask that you reach out to CS first, because there might be some things that we can help so that it starts to work. But even after that, if you find it's not for you, we are happy for you to return the product. Absolutely happy for you to return the product. Yeah. Are the oils fast absorption, or do they feel greasy? So are you talking about well, actually neither one. The body oils don't feel greasy, in my opinion, and the day and night oil. The day and night oil, you really have to use like the tiniest amount though. Like a pea size amount. Anything more than that and it will feel pretty greasy. When I first started using it, I was using a little bit too much. And sometimes I'll use a little bit more at nighttime, just so, because I don't mind the greasiness at night, so I'll do a little bit extra if I'm a little bit dry or something. But you just need the tiniest amount, and then I'll apply it in the morning and then put makeup on right after it with no issues whatsoever. Yeah, as long as you're using the right amount. If you're using too much, it will definitely feel greasy on your face. And then the body oils, they're also fantastic and don't feel super greasy.
There's definitely some CBD is so new. It's been around for a while, but the studies and stuff with CBD are there's just so much study to be done still.
Yeah.
And I love how our CBD still has GCMS testing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we do independent third-party testing on all of our products, including our CBD. So, and it goes through multiple rounds of tests. When we get the bulk actual, like hemp extract, like the thick, messy hemp extract, when we get that bulk, we do testing on that to make sure that it's the correct amount of CBD that's in there, the cannabinoids that we're looking, as well as with the ISOs that we use. We make sure it's the correct amount, and then we create and all of it is done in-house. And then so we'll make like the final product, and then we send that off for testing to make sure that the CBD, the amount of CBD that we say is in that exact product is actually in there. And all of those test results are available on the website. We do like heavy metal testing. I mean, we do a ton of different testing on our CBD, and it's all of those test results are available on the website. Let's see, Rosalind, what is the CO2 extract? So the CO2 extract is, it's just the broad spectrum everyday wellness. Yeah, so it's just the way that the CBD is extracted. What is the shelf life on the CBD plus ISO? I believe the shelf life is 2 years, but can someone confirm that? Danny, can you look that up for me?
Yes.
How can someone know if we ship CBD to their state?
When you're on the page, it will let you know. I believe it says what states. I know it's Idaho, but that's all.
I thought we only couldn't ship it to Idaho.
Maybe. I was thinking Utah too, but I could be incorrect.
Isn't it being shipped out of Utah?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. So it ships from Utah.
Yeah.
I mean, it can ship to Utah. So maybe it's only Idaho. I thought there was 2 or 3, but I could be wrong. Let's
Probably
see.
Colorado.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yes, the CO2 is a broad spectrum. What's your favorite CBD product, Retha? Oh, Matilda, that's a good one. So I really do have a couple that I absolutely love. So my favorite are the ISOs, and it's the sleep and the anxiety one. And honestly, I don't take CBD very often, but there have been a couple times, and actually just this last week was a pretty rough week for me, and I was having a super ton of anxiety and having a hard time sleeping, and it was really a mess. I was telling Danny actually that this weekend really kind of revived me because I just had a fantastic, just really relaxing, didn't have anything to do, it snowed, so just a really good weekend, and I'm feeling much better this week. But last week was a really tough week for me, and when I'm having really bad weeks, it's really bad. I feel like I'm either like doing good or it's like, right? And it was a really bad week for me. So I actually will do a dropper full of the 2500, and I do a dropper full of the anxiety one, the stress one in the morning, and then I'll do a dropper full of the sleep one at night. And I only did it probably 3 or 4 days this week, but it makes all the difference. So those are the 2 products that I have used. I don't use them daily, but when I have needed them, I use them, and they're fantastic. My husband also had a pretty rough week. We had he's the interim principal at one of our high schools here, and there was like a school shooting threat kind of thing that happened that was pretty intense, which, by the way, he didn't tell me about it during the day, and I was very upset at him.
Really?
Yes. I didn't hear about it until after I had got home from work.
Yeah,
That's
that's Alexa's school.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
knew
knew
it was
about
kind
it
of
as soon
happening.
as I woke
Well,
up.
I knew because my sisters have kids there and they were messaging, but I didn't know any of the details. And I messaged my husband and I said, "Are you safe?" And he responded, "Yes," even though he didn't know he was safe because they didn't know the severity of it. And so I was pretty mad at him. But that was obviously a very stressful situation for him, as well as a lot of other people that were there. And he just was like, "There's a lot of pressure." I mean, he really thought he was like going to have a heart attack. He's like, "There's a lot of pressure on my chest," and I was like, "I have the stress, like, give it." And he took it, and when I saw him that night, he was like within minutes that pressure was relieved from his chest. Like, it makes a huge difference. So I can swear by those 2 products because I have used them. My husband has used them when he's really stressful, and they have made all the difference. And I don't mess around. I go straight for the 2500 amount. Like, if I'm stressed, I just go and do it. So those products are amazing.
Yeah, my dad has neck pain, just from, I don't know if it's just age or his job. He's always been a really hard worker. Anyway,
Yeah.
he uses the CBD that's in the healing balm for pain. I can't
Oh,
remember what
right.
it's called.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Is it the deep relief one?
I think it's the deep relief
Yeah.
one. Yeah, and it works great for him. He loves it. So
Yeah. Yeah. They're awesome. They really are good products. They really are. At least those 2, I can swear by them because I've used them a couple times when it has been rough, and they worked. I've also used like my daughter when she was, so it was last year, so she would have been 5. We went on a side-by-side riding, and she tweaked her neck, and it like instantly swelled up, and I had the pain dropper, and I gave her just a little bit of it. I don't remember what strength it was, whatever strength I had, I don't remember, but I just gave her a tiny bit based off of, you know, how much I know about CBD. I just gave her a little bit, and it helped that. And then when we got home, I put some topical on her, and it helped amazing too. Like that swelling went down super quick after that. And she was feeling much better. So I did that for just a few days until her neck wasn't bothering her anymore. But yeah, so plain doesn't taste bad. Tiffany just says plain doesn't taste bad, just FYI. And it doesn't taste bad at all. I know some people have a hard time with the oily texture. I don't notice that at all, honestly. But if you do, we do have the capsules. We do have the capsules that you can take. Or if it's something like with pain or discomfort or something, you can use it topically. Or we have like the body oils for the sleep and stress one as well that you can use. So there are some options if you don't want to take it orally because because that oily feeling might bug you. Okay.
I got some information. It varies by product and batch on shelf life. And each box will tell you. But for example, face oils have a shelf life of 1 year. And then, just varies from product to product.
Yeah,
so.
Perfect. Thanks, Danny. Nellie Bart says, if the CBD plus ISO Rest Easy 2500 didn't work for me, does that mean CBD is not for me? Not necessarily. I think that we would have to understand how you were using it, why were you using it, and see if there might be a different product that's better. There could be a lot of reasons that it wasn't working. So I don't think it doesn't necessarily mean CBD isn't for you. It could mean that, but there's a lot of other questions that I would want to ask. So reach out to cs@planttherapy.com if you haven't already, and I would ask them.
I saw another great question. Oh, sorry. Alexa, were you going to ask a question?
No, I was just yawning.
Oh, it sounded like a question. Your questions sound like yawns sometimes.
I do see some more shelf life questions. It will say the shelf life on all the product pages. And Danny just mentioned they're a little bit different. I believe they're anywhere from like 1 to 2 years, but check out the product pages to confirm what the shelf life will be.
I saw a really good question. Can you take too much CBD in a day?
Yeah, so you can. CBD isn't something that you can like overdose on. There's no like concerns like that. But just like with anything, you can take too much of it. And so some of the kind of side effects that you might see with taking too much CBD is you might feel like a little bit lethargic, a little bit tired. You also might start getting headaches. So anytime you start to feel that, just lower the amount of CBD that you're taking. But it's not like concerning where it's like immediately stop and never take CBD again. There isn't any concerns like that. But I would just lower the amount that you're taking. And then you just want to slowly move up with how much you're taking until you get to like that perfect amount. And CBD is also not something that your body becomes like accustomed to, and you start having to take more and more and more of it the longer you take it. Once you find just like that sweet spot that works for you, you really can just stay at that sweet spot. Unless like something really bad happens and you're more anxious or whatever, right? Then you might want to up it during that time to just help you get through that. But really you just need to find that sweet spot, and we just recommend you slowly move up to that to get there. But yeah.
Curly Girl said that she bought some Peppermint CBD, which tastes really good, by the way.
Oh, Peppermint CBD. I know. We're thinking about keeping it permanently. We're in
awesome.
discussion about that because of how popular of a flavor it is. Everyone is loving it.
So she was asking, she says that, what are the natural flavors in it? She says, normally her husband and her try to stay away from natural flavors as they can really be anything. So what are our natural flavors?
Yeah, so Plant Therapy's natural flavors, I forget what the ISO is that we stay, I don't know, but they all are naturally extracted flavors. So most of the time you're just getting essential oils. However, you might be getting some isolates, of course, like Absolute or things like that. But most of the time it's just essential oils. However, there might be some like isolates in there to help with the flavoring, like a menthol or something like that. But they are just naturally extracted flavors is what we use. And I don't know off the top of my head like the exact ones, otherwise I'd be happy to tell you. But it's mostly, same with all of our like scents, you know, all of our products like body care or household products. All of those scents are also just like, usually just essential oils, sometimes isolates if we need to, you know, pump it up a little bit in whatever sense, because you can create a lot more unique scents with isolates than you can with just essential oils. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yes, Shea lotions will be back in stock soon. I know that we were making those up the end of last week, so I imagine by the end of this week we should see them back in stock. That would be my guess. Okay, let's see. I think it's time to go, and we haven't even done any giveaways, but I actually have some one-on-one meetings that I'm already late for. But you guys have had some amazing questions. So if you do have any other questions, please reach out to cs@planttherapy.com. They're happy to answer any questions. And then, you know, I know CBD can be kind of overwhelming if you've never tried it before. So reach out to cs@planttherapy.com. Danny had mentioned there's a ton of educational information on our blog, so make sure you go and check that out as well. Okay, so let's do a giveaway. Tell us what is one CBD product that you want to try. And then after the end of the video, we will choose a giveaway winner. I'll probably choose one tomorrow morning and we'll let them know. So you'll have all of the rest of this evening and part of the morning tomorrow to tell us what CBD product are you most interested in trying. And then don't forget 20% off CBD. It's good through 9:29 a.m. Mountain Time tomorrow. And then for international customers during that same time frame, the international shipping threshold, it has been lowered to $50. So you can get free shipping when you spend $50 instead of $75. So that's for international customers since they can't purchase our CBD. Okay, so tell us what CBD product you're most interested in trying. By the end of today, I'll be choosing a winner tomorrow morning, and we'll send, I'll choose 3 winners, and we'll send each of them the CBD product that they list. Awesome. A lot of you are saying the peppermint, because that peppermint is a huge, it's one of our customers' absolute favorites. Okay, and then again, if you have any other questions, email cs@planttherapy.com, but make sure to take advantage of that 20% off CBD today, because CBD can be a little bit pricier, and so that 20% can be huge savings. And then tomorrow, we'll be back at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time to talk about tomorrow's deal, which is also one that our customers are waiting for. They talk about it all the time. They're saying, I'm waiting for this deal. I'm waiting for this deal. That's happening tomorrow, as well as we are launching a new product tomorrow that is related to this. So I'm really excited for tomorrow's deal as well. And again, we'll be live at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time. Okay, I think that's it. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye, everyone.